Hey y'all, thank you for watching our first video for the Transgender Wellness program of Out Youth in Austin, Texas. My name is Wes. I use he, him, his pronouns, and I'm the lead clinician of the Transgender Wellness program. And my co-hosts here will introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Sam. I use both she and he pronouns. I'm the group therapist here at Out Youth. And I'm going to pass it off to our other co-host.
I'm Cece. I use they, them pronouns. I'm one of the facilitators at Transgender Wellness, and I work on resource guides, and we'll talk more about that in a moment.
Thank you. So just to start out, we're going to introduce ourselves a little bit, talk about the work that we do and why we do it personally. And we're here to put faces to the names that you see on the website and you might have emailed a few times. So to start, I'm going to talk about some of the things that I do for the program. I am an individual therapist, and also I help facilitate our support groups, and I help lead the peer mentor program. And all of these programs we'll talk about in a little bit, but I want to talk about why I do what I do. And I do what I do because ever since I figured out my gender identity, back when I was, I figured out in 16, but when I really knew what it was at 19 and I knew that there weren't a lot of therapists around, I knew that I wanted to be a therapist that specified with working with other trans-identified folks. So I found Out Youth and it helped me transition, and now I give back to the community. So Cece, why do you do what you do?
Sure. Well, I'm out and proud at work and outside of work. I've been active in the queer community in Austin for the last 10 years. And as a non-binary person of color, representation is really important. And I love what I do. Sam?
So I do what I do mostly because, I guess I just wanted to kind of be able to be the person that I needed when I was a kid, and kind of be able to provide support to youth that, maybe struggling with their identity or external factors, internal factors, and just kind of, help folks work through it and get to loving themselves as much as possible. So, to make people happy.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you two on a team with me, and glad that we get to help so many people out. And it's not just here in Austin, but we help folks out all over Texas. And we do have programs that are virtual, so anybody in the state of Texas can join. And we'll also have all of that information linked below the video. So first we're going to start talking about some of the programs that I help with. So I help with the Peer Mentor program. The Peer Mentor program's goal is to match folks who are early on in their gender identity journey to someone who has been going through the process for a while. So we have folks that identify as masculine, some folks that identify as feminine, and some folks that are agender or gender non-binary. And so we only serve folks that are 18 and up. And when I say 18 and up, I mean there is no limit to the age of the folks that participate in our programs. And so we try to match people with other folks that they would have something in common with. It's really awesome to see the growth and the friendships that are formed and to create community. So not only do we have our peer mentor program, but we also have a voice training program. Voice is to help folks work on their voice to get to a level where they feel comfortable. Our voice workshops are on Thursday, and you can find that information out on our website, which will have a link below. And our voice is done by Yona, who's an amazing coach that can work with you wherever you're at to reach the voice that you're trying to find. And Sam will talk to us about some other programs that we offer.
So we also offer progress support, which is kind of like case management. We can help you apply for government benefits. We can help you get your name and gender marker change done free of charge. We can help with letters for surgery or for hormones if it's required. We can help find housing options as well as affirming job places. I know that's one thing that a lot of folks have come to us trying to find, and we've done our best to find places that, you know, are affirming and safe for our folks. And then we also provide individual counseling for trans wellness members. So this basically can be 20 sessions, either at reduced cost. As long as you make over 33,000, it's just $10 a session. If you make under that, we can provide services for free. We do have a wait list. However, we try to move through it as efficiently as possible. And as our staff grows, we tend to be able to accommodate much quicker these days. I'm going to pass it to Cece, who will talk about a couple of other programs.
Yes, so I'm one of the facilitators for Gender Affirmation Support Group. And we have groups on Tuesdays from 5:30. We have a 5:30 group and a 7 p.m. group, and it's for trans, non-binary, and questioning folks. And folks are welcome to come sit with us. There's no pressure to share, but it's a space where folks talk about, well, topics vary from coming out, health insurance, using different pronouns. It's a safe place, and we go over ground rules before group, and we're always around to answer any questions at the end of group. And I also help update some of our resource guides. And some of the resource guides we have a COVID resource guide to help us move through this pandemic. We have a list of ongoing events. We have a BIPOC resource guide for Central Texas and an LGBTQIA job-friendly resource guide, the Transgender Wellness resource guide, which has a lot of valuable information and input from the community. Wes?
Awesome. And one of our last things that we just started due to the recent pandemic is our queer and trans QT community closet. And that's available for folks living in the Austin area, since it'd be hard to get to our little blue house if you're not in the area. We offer hygiene products, food bank. We have binders for folks that need binders on hand. We just need to make sure that we get all of your measurements beforehand so that we can get the right one for you. We also have art supplies, and we also get fresh produce. And we also have school supplies. We are accepting donations. Please reach out to us so that we can schedule any drop-offs that y'all might have, or if you would like to donate financial funding, that would be awesome too. And if folks are in need of bus transportation, we have 31-day bus passes. To apply for these services, you can go to our website, outyouth.org, and go to the COVID-19 section and fill out a request. And also, just to mention, our services for counseling has to be in Texas. We're not able to serve folks outside of the state of Texas due to licensing restrictions. So now you get a little peek into the program About Youth for Transgender Wellness. We will continue to put out videos once a month that will be collaborating with other folks and organizations in the community. So we hope that you'll come and see us next month. Bye, everyone.
Thank you.